There's a place in Patterson, it's under Route 19. It was like tent city, and everybody, all the people who were on the street, they built a little town out of cardboard, whatever, found stuff in the road, and all of us, homeless people and people in addiction, that's where you slept.
One day I said, Lord, I can't do this no more. I am so tired.
I was stripped, I was bankrupt, I had nothing.
You wake up and say, look, I'm tired of being sick and tired, you know.
At some point, when you decide to turn your life around, it starts with trust.
And it's all about opportunity. Some people come to the rescue mission and everything they own is either in their pockets or the black ripped trash bag that they're pulling along with them, where they come in the handcuffs and shackles, all kind of horrible ways, probably at the lowest point in their lives, one of the lowest points. And when they walk in that door, from that moment to the time they leave, our goal is to provide opportunity.
Basic element of that is we are going to treat people as human beings, and we are going to try as hard as we possibly can to help them to get to the next phase of their life.
People are people, no matter what they went through, no matter what got them here, why they're here.
They don't give up on you. Even though you gave up on yourself, they give you that sense of pride to come back to care about yourself.
The mission is an opportunity to change your life. That's what it was for me. That's what it is for thousands and thousands of people. It's really an opportunity just to write your story over or to start a new chapter in your story.
In my world, that's like the ultimate. It's not about, can we lift you up? Can we do this for you? Can we provide you the opportunity that you can take advantage? Look at him, he did it. Look at him, he did it. Ask them. They're the experts. They're the experts. They're the guys that matter.
It took me 20 years, and one day I said, Lord, I can't do this no more. I am so tired. And I think that's when my journey started for me. That's when that moment of sanity kind of set in, like, hey, you need to do something with yourself and you need to do something with your life. At the time, my son was 12 years old. And God knows what he saw with me. That was my only child, but this one particular Friday night, we were sitting home and he was saying, why don't we go to a meeting? He just kept saying it over and over and over. When they asked, is anyone here for the first time? My son raised his hand and said, I'm here with my mother. She has a problem with alcohol and drugs, and can somebody please help her? And then he started to cry. It stuck in his mind that I needed to do 90 meetings in 90 days. For 90 days, that little boy came down on my job and would sit there and wait for me to get off from work, because he was afraid that I wasn't going to go to a meeting. And he went to those 90 meetings with me, you know. And when I got my 90-day pen, he said, well, Mommy, you on your own. I done all I can do for you now. And so that's how my journey started. It was like a perfect fit. I do have common sense, but I also had the street knowledge of where these women came from, because I once walked in their shoes. So, you know, when you talk about all the stuff that they've been through, I could pretty much identify with the places they've been, you know, jails, mental institutions. All of that stuff happened to me when I was in my addiction.
When you walk through those doors, there's hope.
The mission gave me a whole different outlook on life.
Seeing them transition into realizing their greatness and realizing that I have so much life to live and it's priceless.
I have the postcard that the mission sent me. It's on my toolbox. It stays there because it says, you know, I used to sleep under a bridge. Now I have an employee who's also in recovery. It's on my toolbox and it's always there, you know. And it's a reminder. It's like to myself of, you know, where I came from, because you can't forget where you came from. I've been working on cars since I was about 12.
Curtis participated in the Penn Restorative Entrepreneurship Program co-founded by Abbott-Young, the mission's chief operating officer. PREP is an innovative, one-of-a-kind partnership between the mission and the University of Pennsylvania, which offers a 10-week intensive training program led by Penn faculty and students to a small group of formerly incarcerated individuals with the goal of helping them start and succeed in running their own business.
The mission offered us things that no one else did. The prep class that I took to teach entrepreneurship to people like myself who have a criminal record, who have addiction issues. No one else was doing that. I mean, they had these students come over, they had Dr. Wren come over and teach us how to run a business or how to at least start one, because they had already done the research. They already showed that if people like myself could open their own business, the recidivism rate went way down.
If everyone had their resiliency, can you imagine what a country we would have? Okay? They just keep going and going and trying, and remarkable, absolutely remarkable to me, the strength of the people who come to the rescue mission.
I met Chuck on drug court. We were both on drug court together. He actually graduated the year before I did. And one of my goals, I said it years ago at the mission, when I had my own business, I wanted to hire someone in recovery. That was like a big, personal goal of mine. And Chuck just celebrated 6 years in recovery. So that was a big deal for me. I always say thank you to him because he gives me the ability to go spend more time with my family. But he's like, you gave me my dream job when no one else would. I want to be able to show people that it's possible, no matter how bad you think you have it, no matter what the situation is, either it's addiction or some sort of mental issues or just financial, you can dig yourself out of it. Alcohol and drugs isn't gonna help, it's just gonna make it worse. You can dig yourself out of it, and do things like this.